wonderful follower of geometric design. You are welcome to this new edition of ARCHICAD tutorial. The topic of today's lesson is how to model ridge cover of a roof of a building in ARCHICAD in the absence of CAD image. As you can see in this drawing here, you can see the ridge cover that we installed. This is manual ARCHICAD roof ridge cover. I want to show you how to model this kind of ridge cover in the absence of CAD image. Let's go. In the first place, we are going to duplicate this entire structure, and to do that, you move to this spot here, click on this axonometry view. Click on the axonometry view. It turns this automatically to top view. The moment it turns it to top view, move to your arrow, click on marquee, then includes the entire structure in a marquee, then click on this select all. Now this selection selects both the slab, everything that is within the marquee. Then let's get a copy of it. Move it by the side. Now exit the marquee. We now have a copy of this building. Why do we have to copy it out? Because we want to delete the roof of the second building and show you how we created this first one. So let's also encircle it with marquee, and then click on roof, and then select only the roof, then click delete, then exit marquee. As you can see now, we've removed the roof. So let's go back to the perspective view. Now you see the second building, what it looks like. Now the challenge we'll have in this design is this difference in level of the roof. But then that's not a problem. I'm going to show you how to solve that problem. Now let's take a look at the south elevation. The reason why we are looking at the south elevation is we want to know the height difference between the top roof level and the lower roof level. Let's use our dimension. From this part to this part, you can see from this part to this part is 500. Please take note of that difference in height. This difference in height is very important because we'll be applying it in the creation of the roof. 500 is the difference in height. Now let's go back to our floor plan. So this is what we have. We are at the beam level. You can see it here, we are at the beam level. So when you want to create the ridge cover of a roof, the first thing you have to do is to install the roof first. And to do this, we use manual means. We use that manual means. That manual means first we have to use line and design the roof the way it will look like. So let's pick our polyline first. So the part of the roof eave slab. Click on the stop at this one. And continue the line. Now, having traced the outline of the roof with your polyline, the next thing you do is you highlight the polyline. You highlight it and duplicate it and place it back at the original position. Then offset on all sides. Offset 550 mm, because the roof will have to extend beyond the eave slab. That is, the extension beyond the eave slab is that 50 mm. Now that this is done, the next thing you do is you click on your line and use your line to trace the outline of the gutter and the ridges. Let's start at this point. Take this. As I design the roof by manual means using my lines, it is important you take note of a height difference. From the drawing, you can see that the height elevation from the 3D, you can see that this front area, the sit-out area roof level is higher than other areas in the building. Therefore, we have to be very careful. At this spot, we can't take this spot. We can't pick our gutter from this spot. What we do is, we first of all ask ourselves, what is the height difference? The height difference is 500 mm. So pick a line from this spot. 500. Draw a line of 500. And that is at the spot. Then take a line from that spot and move up. From what we just did now, you can see how to draw the roof outline of a roof that has different levels. You can see you don't take from this spot. What you simply do is you draw a line that is equivalent to the height difference of the levels, which is 500, and stop at this spot, then take your angle from that spot. If you check from this place to here, you have it as 500. Now that this is done, the next thing you do is you go back to your polyline, click on your polyline, and start tracing out the outlines that you just created. Whichever one you do, you offset it inside. Let's say the offset is 125. Repeat the same here. And offset 125. You have to do this to all the outlines that you have there. Whichever one you draw, you offset it 125. Picking out the points. What we are doing now will help us have the look of what the roof looks like when it's done. So when you get to this part, pick it up this way. When you arrive at this part, you move down, because the roof is going to hide under the roof of the sit-out. The same thing you will do here. To this spot. Move down here. Bring it to this spot. Now you have a complete look of the roof of your building. This is what the ridge cover will look like when it is done. So now that you have designed it with your lines and your polyline, the next thing you do is you install your roof. You install your roof. Then go straight to your roof, click on your roof, and do the normal settings. Change the thickness of the first roof. Let's say something like let's make it something like 100. Make it 100. Maybe choose an angle for it, minus 45 degrees. Why? Because we are creating manor roof. We are using manor roof. If we want it automatic, we leave it at this multiple plane. But we want it to be manual, a single plane. So it's going to be manual roof. In that case, this first angle must be a negative angle. So I have here minus 45. Then I have to change the shape of the edge. The shape of the edge, 45 degrees as well. Then change the roof material. The top material, the edge material, and the bottom material. Well, you can leave it in this form and then click OK. Now, how to install it? Draw a line, and you see this cursor. The cursor changed to the shape of an eye. Then click it towards the area you want the roof to throw off its water. Click towards the and then pick a line. Move here, move here. Pick it up here. About this spot, move down. Bring it back to this spot. Now get a section line and cross through it. Get a section line, because you're going to view the section. What is that section? Section S05. Let's see that section S05. Open the section. This is section S05. You can look here. You can see the position of that roof. Here it is. You have to drag it down to rest on the level that it's supposed to be. Good. Then view it in 3D and see what it looks like. Now you see what it looks like in 3D. Can you see? Can you see? And this is what it looks like. Go back to your floor plan. And this is your floor plan. Use pick parameter and pick the properties of this roof. Then transfer it to other areas. Click on it. Then start drawing other areas. At this spot. Okay. View it in 3D and see what it looks like. See if it matches. It matches very well. Repeat it on other surface. You have to continue this way. View it again in 3D. You see what it looks like. You have to continue this way till you finish the entire roof. You are done. Check it in your 3D again. You see what it looks like in 3D, except the upper part. The upper part that is left. So go back to your floor plan again. Now look at what you do. Click on one of the roof and check the property of the roof. The height difference here is minus 141. Now minus 141. The height difference between the lower roof and the upper roof of the sit out is 500. Add 500 to this minus 141. Add 500. 141 minus 500. And see what height you will have. Now minus 141 plus 500 will give you 395. That's good. Don't change this value, just leave it. Now, the roof you are going to install on this sit out will be 500 different from the level of the one that is below it. So that minus 141 plus 500 will give you 359. So we'll reset the roof level to 359. Just type your 359. 359. Just click OK. Just look this way. Now that you are done, check it in 3D and see what it looks like. Now you can see in your 3D you have the roof complete. Can you see? You see your roof. Now the next thing to do now is to install the ridge cover. Ridge cover. Ridge cover. Let's go to our floor plan. In this our floor plan, what you do this moment is pick your marquee. and includes the entire drawing in marquee. Now that is done, what you do is click on line, highlight line, click on polyline, highlight polyline, then click on roof as well, highlight roof. Then take a copy of what you just highlighted and shift it aside. Now what you just picked is a copy of the roof you have here. Now it is this copy that you are going to use to create the ridge cover. Now what you do, pick one of this roof, one side of the roof, just take a copy of it. Pick a copy of it, place it in your original design. Then change the settings, like as it is here. Change this angle here from this spot to this spot. Change the thickness to 25. Then link the surfaces. Now that is done, click OK. Then drag your section line. Drag this your section line to cut through that plane. Then let's view this particular spot in the section and see what it looks like. What are we looking for? Look at that particular roof you placed on top. Look at it here. Pick it and drag it up to the surface of the roof that is existing. Take it up. Now that you place it on the top of this place, check the settings. What is the setting? 0. That is all you need. What we need is this value here, 0. So once it's 0, that's okay. Let's click OK. Delete it. That's all we need. Go back to your floor plan. Leave your section. Then pick your marquee and pick only roof. Highlight roof. Having highlighted your roof, you select these ones because they are the sit-out roof. Their values will be different. Select them. Then offset all these roof surfaces. Like here, offset it. Offset to 35. Offset all sides to 35. Now, having offset all the surfaces, reset the roof using the value you have here by changing this to 0, change this to 25, change this to this angle here, and link the surfaces and choose the surface for the ridge cover. I want to use this color, pink sienna sand. Then click OK. That's done. Then cut open. Start cutting open. Start cutting open. Having done this, what you do now is you check the 3D and see what it looks like in 3D. You see what it looks like in 3D? See what it looks like in 3D. The only part that is left here is the side of the sit out. So we are going to reset it as well. Go back to your floor plan. Select only the sit out area and offset, like you did here, 35. Here. Then change the settings. Now we are going to change the height to 500. Type in 500. Why? Why do we have to change it to 500? The reason is because the ridge cover here is at 0 level. So the height difference between the ridge cover of this lower level and the ridge cover of this higher level is the same as the height difference between the two levels of the building, which is 500. So if the ridge cover of the lower area is 0, then this ridge cover will have to be 500 level. So you change it to 500. Start in your 500. Change this to 25. Then change the slope to this one. Choose the same material for it. Paint sienna sand. Then click OK. Then start cutting it open. Then view it in your 3D again. See what we have. So go back to the floor plan. Now select the entire roof. Having selected the entire roof, drag it and place it on top of the main building. Drop it there. View it in your 3D and see what it looks like. You see it now. You have your ridge cover. This is how you create your ridge cover without the use of CAD image. I hope you love this program. Thank you for watching. Please, as you exit this video, click on our subscription icon and also click the bell. Thank you.